Truck driver fell asleep at the wheel and crashed into a tanker truck on the Beltway last night. It happened just before 11 and shut down the interstate into the early morning hours. ABC 2 News investigative reporter Brian Kubler now with the details of this crash and how data shows this is an ever-increasing trend that we're seeing out there on the roads.
This is video of that Family Dollar truck by the Liberty Heights exit on 695. Maryland State Police say the driver, 30-year-old Jermon Bryant, fell asleep at the wheel, striking a tanker truck. His rig engulfed in flames. Bryant, who was injured, barely escaped his cab.
Truck driving fatigue is an issue that's been talked about, again, at the local, state, and national levels. Whenever we hear that from our Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division, that's a factor that is always examined.
MSP says Bryant was within his permitted hours of drive time, a max of 11 within a 14-hour shift. Still, charges are pending, police say, as they continue to examine why he fell asleep.
The fatigue, has just got to mount. Becomes more and more difficult to be safe.
There is perhaps no one who understands that more than Ed Slattery. In 2010, his wife Susan, a Stevenson University professor, was killed and his son Matthew critically injured after a trucker fell asleep and hit them. Slattery has since become a national advocate for trucking safety and points to a near 30% increase in fatalities caused by large trucks on American roadways since 2009. According to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, injuries like the one this driver sustained last night are also up 57% from 2009 to 2015. Safety groups like Slattery's Truck Safety Coalition point to the rolling back or failure to implement safety rules to combat trucker fatigue.
What we know is that these fatalities are rising year over year regardless. To then stymie FMCSA's ability to make sensible rules is just going to make those rise all the faster.
And that is a problem he and other safety advocates are fighting hard on Capitol Hill to change. Last night is a prime example. While this accident was lucky to avoid fatalities, a sleepy driver unwittingly turned a tractor-trailer into a deadly weapon on the Baltimore Beltway. In Baltimore, Brian Kubler, ABC 2 News.